So I've actually been watching her for a hot minute. She's very attractive, but she has a boyfriend, I think, or whatever. Anyways, that's besides the point. She's living in Germany. I think she's like an American living in Germany, and she basically gives like her perspectives on what it's like living in Germany, the do's and don'ts, and you know, a whole bunch of stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and check this out. I need you guys once again, as my lovely dedicated subscriber base, to let me know how accurate this information is. Let me know in the comments down below if this is true or not, and we're gonna go from there. But I need you guys to do me a favor: like, comment, and subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and let's go ahead and directly check this video out and assess this certified banger.
Her, which I assumed it was her for her bathroom. Little did I know when I went in there that it would be a urinal with like 5 guys peeing and I'd see their dingle dongs.
Wow. Things that surprised me about Germany. Oh shit, oh shit.
Hi everyone, what is up? My name is Haley. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you did not know, now you do. Hey everyone, what's up? So today's video, you guys, is going to be about things that surprised me about Germany. I'm going to list Antoinette's video. I did not watch it. Sorry, Antoinette. I'm gonna watch it as soon as I get done with this video, but I did not watch her video, but I saw the title of it and I wanted to copy that title. So Antoinette, I'm copying you, but I'm listing your video below. And I am gonna watch it right now, and I'm gonna comment on it so you know I watched it. I watched it. When I first came to Germany, there were a bunch of things, culture shocks, you guys, as I talk about all the time, but these are the ones that I found to be very interesting and that shocked me the most. I don't want this to be such a long video, you guys. I pray it's not, but I look at the list right now and it's really long.
Dang.
And maybe I should make it into a part 2, or maybe I should just make one really long video and suck it up and you guys have to suck it up, but we shall see. The first thing that surprised me is going to be the greenage. Is that a word? The foliage, the greenery, everything, like trees, grass, I don't know, the fresh air. It's just so green in Germany. And I think because it's so small and there's so many people on this small plot of land in Germany that they have to try their best to keep, I don't know, the trees, the fresh air, the grass nice, because if they were not to keep track or keep care of this stuff, it would probably be a disaster. I feel like Germany is a very naturistic, I don't know if that's
the same thing I was starting to notice with what I was watching.
Country. I mean, in New York, if you saw a tree, it's probably like seeing, I don't know, a rare sighting of a Mewtwo on Pokemon Go or something. The next thing that surprised me is that the maternity leave in Germany was so long. I remember speaking to a lady and she was talking about how she stayed home for a year, how she stayed home for this, and I was like, well, is your husband rich? Like, what does your husband do? I'm like, well, must be nice. Explaining to me that in the maternity leave laws in Germany are a lot different than in the United States, and I was like, wow. Wow, you guys get to stay home that long and you still get paid? Oh.
Yo, a whole fucking year, bruh. I thought my maternity leave in the Air Force was long, bro. Like, that shit is like, for women, it's like 4 months, which just got extended because it used to be like 2. You know, so that's crazy. Normally in like a regular job in America, I think maternity leave is like 1 month or maybe a few weeks. It's not that long, but bro, that's tight.
Okay.
Germany takes care of the people.
The next point is going to be Mercedes as taxis. I'm pretty sure Now's talked about this. I have of why this surprised me. I went to New York, you guys, when I was like 18. I went to New York. Then I went with 2 other girls, and I went with one of the girls' parents. And we were so excited to go to New York that I guess we just weren't paying attention or anything. But when we got off the train, or not the train, because no. When we got off the plane and walked outside, like any big major city, they come and they like bombard you. Do you need a taxi? 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 And we just picked whatever guy looked the most presentable and decent, and we're like, yeah. So he's walking us like across the parking lot, he's walking us down an alley, we take an elevator here, go there, and I'm like, we're gonna get killed in New York. I'm like, this man doesn't have no damn taxi. So then he takes us to like this nice Mercedes taxi, and he's like, oh yeah, sure, you know, I'll take you to the city. Really easy, no problem.
What?
It's okay. So we're like, oh, this is so nice inside, everything's leather.
That's
you
nice.
know, they had water here. I'm like, well, the taxis in New York are really nice. Y'all, we get there, he tried to charge us $500.
$500. Oh,
so then when I came to Munich for the first time in 2010, there was like a guy and he was like, oh yeah, I'm a taxi driver, I can take you. So then I go to his car and what do I see? Lo and behold, a Mercedes.
So she's like, nah, nope, not again.
You're not tricking me today. I'm like, no, you German people trying to trick me into getting into a taxi to charge me $100. I was like, not today. And he was like, why don't you want to get in the taxi? And I'm like, because it's a Mercedes and it's probably going to cost an arm and a leg. He's like, no, this is a normal taxi. I looked
a normal taxi.
And then I saw that there were all the taxis were Mercedes. In Munich, you guys,
that's
I don't know
crazy.
if it's all over Germany or not, but Munich, they have like the Porsche Panamera or whatever the heck it's called. I always say Panorama. I don't know what it's called. I want to say they have Teslas. No,
what?
No, but I'm pretty sure I've seen a Tesla as a taxi too.
What the fuck?
So many nice cars as taxis in Munich. I
that
don't know
is
about the rest
beautiful.
of Germany because when I went to Berlin, they had like the 1990 Mercedes pushing it still. I'm like, how's this car still running? The next thing is going to be that people actually return things. I'm part of a Facebook group. There was a post from a girl and she said, yeah, I left my wallet on the train. Everything's inside my
Oh, I heard about that. So Korea is really good about that too. If you leave your wallet anywhere, people will return your wallet with all of its contents in it back to you. I feel like the only time your stuff gets stolen in countries like that is from people who are not from the country. Like Americans steal stuff all the time. So if your stuff gets lost in America, do not expect that shit back because somebody will snatch that shit up. Trust me, it's happened to me several times. Somebody actually went in my locker in the gym that was closed. They broke my lock and they took all my shit out of my bag. So like, America's not where it's at, bro. But other countries, I'm not saying all countries, but at least it sounds like Germany is another country where people are good about that. But I also feel like to an extent they might not be as courteous as Korea, because Korea, like dead ass, they'll hunt you down to give you your shit back with all your stuff in it. It's crazy.
My ID, everything. If you guys could please find it or tell me any leads, it'd greatly be appreciated. Someone found it, you guys, and then gave it back to her with $1,000 inside it, 1,000 euros. Here, if I lose my wallet here, you guys, in Florida, and it has 50 cents in it, I will not be getting that 50 cents back.
Amen.
It's just how it goes.
Amen.
People here return everything. It's not always, I mean, there's always bad people. There's always dishonest people in the world. But I feel like in Germany, the amount of dishonest people isn't as high as in the United States. So I was expecting the worst, especially when people lost their IDs or their wallets. I wasn't ever expecting someone to give it back to them, especially full of money. Usually if someone loses a wallet, they'll get their wallet returned with their ID, but the money will be gone. The next point is going to be that dogs were allowed everywhere. I mean, this is over exaggerating, but when I went into a store like H&M, there could sometimes be a dog in there. Or when I went into a restaurant, like if you look at your feet, sometimes there are dogs just sitting at your feet. I don't know.
I actually heard about that too. Somebody else was saying that you'll have like a whole like dog or whatever like in a restaurant with you, which is crazy. I heard somebody else mention this as well.
Everywhere. I don't think I've seen a dog inside of like a grocery store. I don't think I've seen that before, but usually everywhere I've been to, like restaurants and shops and whatnot, there are dogs. I feel like people in the United States and Germany, they use their dogs as accessories, and I don't know, I feel bad about dogs sometimes because they're not made to be your little servants, you guys. They just like take them and say, I see people sitting at restaurants for 3 hours talking to their friends and their dogs laying on the floor for 3 hours having to lay there, not do anything.
Wow,
and then the dog will
sucks.
move like an inch and the person will be like, sit down, sit, Platz. The next point is that food was actually really, really good. I think that when I did my research, one of the main topics I read, or one of the main things that I heard about Germany and the culture, was that the food sucked. And then when I actually got here, of course, Bayern isn't necessarily the picture of Germany, but when I came to Bayern, it is a really big, like, piece of Germany, and I was like, the food here is amazing. The food there was amazing, you guys. The next point is going to be that people in the trains usually get out of your way and wait on the sides for everyone to come out. This doesn't always happen, even in Munich.
That's the most respectful thing I think I've heard this whole video. People actually move out of the way when you get on trains. Let me tell you a little something about America and Korea that they have in common. Nobody moves. The only time people move, at least in Korea, is for old people. In America, people don't even move for old people, bruh. It's basically, people will get on the bus and stand wherever. So let's say the bus is empty, right? And there's 30 people that load onto the bus. Typically speaking, the first 5 people will stand in the front of the bus. They should go to the back, right? Like that would make the most sense so everybody can fill in. No, they'll stand in the front of the bus. Some people will pile in the middle, and then some people will go straight to the back. Like, the back is honestly one of the last places to get filled up on a bus. People want to get out of the bus really quickly, so they don't want to walk over a bunch of people. So a lot of people try to sit in the front or stand in the front, which is fucked up, especially for old people. There's even seating for old people that you're supposed to like let them sit down, but there's a lot of young people that'll sit in their seats and just don't care. And that's how it is out here, man. It sucks.
Before when the doors open, people are on the sides of the doors letting you come out. It doesn't always happen, but sometimes the U-Bahn people or S-Bahn people, they'll say, please let the people get out before you get in. The next point is going to be the speed limit and how organized the streets were. And I know that the speed limit, I know you guys, it's a no speed limit zones. I know that's not the whole Autobahn. I know that's not the whole Germany. But when you are coming from the United States, from a place that I think 70 miles per hour, 120 is like the max.
Yeah.
In some places, anything over that or anything freely over that you're allowed to without getting in any type of trouble was surprising. So when I went in the car, the first time I went into like a really fast car, I think the fastest we went was 250 or 270 actually, I think.
Damn! Oh, okay. She said 270. I'm thinking she's saying miles per hour. She had to clarify kilometers per hour. Cause I'm like, bro, you got me fucked up. Like that's too damn fast. You were in a rocket ship, huh? You were in a rocket ship, cause that's too damn fast. 170 miles per hour. That's still fast as fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I went 270 with Mike and I went 250 with someone else. When people come to Germany, I think just like I had the mindset that everybody was going to be driving fast all the time on the streets. That's not necessarily the case. It's usually little plots or little things. It's usually little areas of the Autobahn that you can drive a certain speed limit or no speed limit, and then how organized they were when people actually got out of the way. And I know the German people, they complain like, oh my gosh, they never get out of the way, everyone's so dangerous. I mean, comparing it to the United States, for me, it's really organized, and people do.
My name is Jared Moss. I'm owner of Wellbox Fitness in Sonora, California.
Wow.
Actually get out of the way, and they're relatively safe drivers. It's all relative, you guys. The next one is going to be that the German police are really nice, patient, and helpful most of the time. I've gotten into contact with...
I've also heard this about Germany too, because I know people were talking about, I think, what was it called, the something soldier, like the guy I reacted to a while back. I think he mentioned even before that the police are actually pretty friendly, man. They're not like America and stuff where they can get pretty hostile and stuff like that for no reason. They're pretty chill. Now, obviously, with good cops, there's also bad cops, but for the most part, cops are pretty chill in Germany from what I heard. And if that's accurate, let me know in the comments down below.
Some butthole police, but usually most of the time they're really nice, you guys. And because here in the United States, I've had police like harass me, like legit harass me for no reason whatsoever. You know, I haven't done anything wrong, and they just want to be buttholes and do whatever they want. Power, you abuse your power, that's what they do. And Germany, they're relatively nice, especially when I've done illegal things. Lawbreaker Haley. When I've done illegal things, they've usually like scowled at me, or they've said that's not okay, but they're really nice about it, and I'm like, thank you. The next one is going to be the Herr and the Frau. When you see bathrooms that have different names on them and don't have pictures, it's really, really confusing for you sometimes. So for me, either I'm used to a picture, I'm used to man, woman, or some certain word that I could distinguish that was a man and a woman. So when I first came here, I saw Herr and I saw Frau. And what do you associate Herr with in English? Her.
Yeah.
Which I assumed it was her for her bathroom. Little did I know when I went in there that it would be a urinal with like 5 guys peeing, and I'd see their dingle-dongs. Also, one time I walked into a guy's bathroom on accident, and I don't know how I saw this or if he just didn't close the door or what, and I walked in and then I saw a guy peeing sitting down. This is something that's very new to me, because guys in Germany, sometimes they pee sitting down.
What?
And that was very surprising to me as well.
That's
the
surprising
next point is going to be that forks are used almost for everything. But even like I've told you guys, for pizza, I've seen people with french fries eat them with forks. I've seen people with like a chicken wing eat it with a knife and a fork. I've seen people with ribs.
Okay, I'm just gonna let y'all know right now, if you eat pizza with a knife and fork, you can't be trusted. You cannot be trusted. That shit is meant to be eaten with your hands. Just your hands. Just your hands. If you eat pizza with a fork and knife, you can't be trusted. If you eat chicken wings with a fork and knife, can't be trusted. Cannot be trusted. Don't at me, but you can't be trusted. Just those two things. Everything else is all right.
With a knife and a fork, everything with a knife and a fork. Because then I see people trying to cut a rib with a fork and a knife.
Yeah,
and I'm
also
like,
can't be
that's
trusted.
not how it goes.
Nope.
You better get your fingers dirty, because...
Yes.
And then the last and final point, you guys, that really surprised me was that in Germany, smoking is still like a thing and socially acceptable. I know some of you guys are going to say that it's not socially acceptable, but if it wasn't socially acceptable, so many people wouldn't be doing it freely in the open. It says, like, on the U-Bahn, like when you're coming up from the train station, it says, please wait till you get past this wall to smoke, because if you're on the escalator and you're smoking, your smoke is usually going to go down to the person behind you. So just wait till you're out of it. This guy legit could not wait to smoke. He like lit his cigarette on the escalator and was like and I'm like, whoa, dude. And of course the smoke went all in my face. I'm not gonna say anything, whatever, I don't like it. But there's like areas even on like the train stations that say this is a smoking bubble. Is it really that serious? Or the amount of breaks that people take to smoke in Germany, it's so bad if you look at your phone on the job there, but God forbid that you not get a smoke break. It's just a strange habit. I'm not used to it. I don't smoke. I've never smoked, and I don't like smoking. So for me, it's just a difference. It's something that's very surprising to me that people still enjoy smoking.
Jesus.
I don't like smoking. So you guys, that was it. Hopefully this video was not too long. If it is, I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm really not trying to make it that long.
Dang. Well, that was actually pretty interesting. Smoking is crazy here too. Smoking is crazy here. Like, I've seen people take smoke breaks every 5 minutes on the job. Like, that is absolutely insane. But like I said, God forbid you leave to go check your phone, you're screwed here. So I think that's a common thing between America and Germany and stuff like that. If there's any other differences you guys want to kind of get into, let me know, because that was actually pretty informative. I learned a lot, especially about the smoking areas, like smoke bubbles pretty much in Germany. Like, I know they're not called smoke bubbles, but they're like smoke areas, like smoke free zones. There's like a lot of them because people smoke all the time. But I don't know, like, you guys let me know, because a lot of you guys are very honest in the comment section, and I learn a lot from you. So just let me know how it is for real, and we'll go from there. But until the next time I see you guys again, take care. Peace.